Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Isn't tin. Ask him where this rock came from. Tell him that rock is more important to me than his life.
Not be a part of this. I didn't sign up for this.
Yes, you did.
Back off, Wade. My brother, my responsibility.
And my command.
Everyone calls me Wolverine. I don't remember other names. In fact, I don't remember much of anything.
Oh, hello guys, I'm Chop, came back when you checked out the video. The Insomniac Spider-Man that's coming out exclusive on the PS5. Some leaked gameplay came out some months ago. Even some more recent gameplay leaked out has came out recently. And I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on it from the prototypes you've seen. And of course the game is not unfinished. I don't want to see no stupid idiot in the comment section saying, well, my game's unfinished. Y'all didn't say that with Kong Skull Island. Y'all didn't say that with Golem. Stop picking and choosing what games it's not finished yet. I'm not hearing that crap. Jeez, being a hypocrite for no damn reason. But you want to sit there and complain while the world's the way it is. You're the damn problem. Sorry about that. Let's get straight back to the point. The gameplay footage has leaked out, some story elements have leaked out, and so far I'm not really liking what I'm seeing. We'll get to the gameplay there, but story-wise, I don't want to see Wolverine versus the Hand. Why is Mystique here? Why? Jean Grey in the game as well, potentially? Maybe not? Like, can we get Wolverine versus the Reapers? Can we get Wolverine versus... Now, I know Sabretooth, they're going to be a hint towards Sabretooth in the game. We don't know everything with the story. So we don't know what type of hand the Hand plays into this, but we know Wolverine is looking for Mystique. Mystique with this person he used to work with, so on and so on. Jean Grey might make a cameo. There could be this whole jumping section on the boat. You know what else they do with Spider-Man. But I don't know, for a Wolverine story, I hope they don't try to connect it in with Insomniac Spider-Man. Not everything needs to be a fucking interconnected universe. What's wrong with you people? And then, well, watch, in a few years, I hate multiverses. It's somehow how they turned into the time traveling thing. Remember, time travel used to be everywhere. But as soon as they got tired of it and bleed it dry, well, I'm tired of seeing multiverses. I'm tired of seeing cinematic universes. You asked for this. And it's just feeding you more what you want, because you keep saying everything needs to be a verse. They need to be a monster verse. They need to be a DC extended universe. They need to be doing this and that and this, and you play yourself like it is what it is. But I hope they don't go for that option. Because I want a Wolverine game, not a universe game, not an X-Men game. I want a Wolverine game, just like how Marvel Spider-Man 2018 was a Spider-Man game with Easter eggs throughout the entire franchise and so on and so on. It was a Spider-Man game. It wasn't an Avengers game. It wasn't a Power Man, White Tiger, and a Spider-Man and friend with Iceman and the Phoenix game. No, 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 no. It was a Spider-Man game. So in this game, I want a Wolverine game. Now, it's not like Mystique is done. Like we say Mystique. I want to see Wolverine versus the Hand. We just had an entire game in Spider-Man 2018 of Spider-Man versus the demons. Shit, that were Chinese, but I don't want to see it. I want to see Wolverine versus the Reapers, Sabretooth, Omega Red. You know, it's just some real deal hitters where just like this. You will bring out the animal in the Logan, but or Wolverine versus Mr. Sinister. Well, Deadpool fought him. Look, no one talked about that Deadpool game. It's not a bad game, but it's an alright game. Which is Mr. Sinister. We can go through Wolverine's whole origin story where Mr. Sinister did play a part in the early days of Wolverine. We could just spoil the backstory between Sabretooth and Wolverine. The Baltimore mysteries, how he helped kill Wolverine's girlfriend, how he tortured him every year, go across the world. We can meet all these characters, Wolverine versus Hydra in World War II. Excellent. Excellent, my friend. Excellent. And it'll just be a Wolverine game about Wolverine. So having Mystique in there is not a bad idea, but it depends on how much of a role she plays in the game. Can I recall there be too much Wolverine Mystique crossover? I know they encounter each other many of times over the years. But I want a Wolverine game, man. That's what I want. I want a Wolverine game. I'm not trying to see the Hand. Where's Daredevil at? Where's Elektra at? We can follow a storyline following the origin of the Mirror Monster Blade. We can have the Silver Samurai in here. there are other options for other Wolverine characters. You could even have a cameo from Deadpool in the game. Why not? And he's one of the people chasing you down. Depending on what type of extended plot there is. They could be working for AIM, they could be working for Hydra, they could be working for anything. We could have Wolverine shutting down X members and failed prototypes of the Weapon X program. We can go against Wolverine clones. Like, there are options for Wolverine story that doesn't evolve many Marvel characters, but evolve enough Marvel characters. Like, we can have a flashback to Wolverine in a white Nick Fury, since he is the black Nick Fury's father, with the Holland Commandos, and Wolverine with Captain America as a cameo. Why not that? Let's go to another thing while we get to the gameplay. Wolverine does not need to be a hub world type game, which I have no problem with it, but it doesn't need to be an open world game. I don't see why people are desiring an open world Wolverine game. What you're gonna get from that? This is not like Spider-Man, where you're gonna ride around a motorcycle, you're gonna run around. That's it, and maybe pounce on a few people. Why does the game? Well, they got an open world with an idea. They just want an open world just because of Marvel Spider-Man. No idea, because it just no story relevance. Just open world, just have open world. And that's never a good idea. And that's how you get failed projects. Well, just slap down the dish. We want this, one of those threads, and that's it. No backstory, no. And you wonder why these monstrosity games come out. Well, you gotta do better than this. You gotta do better. But overall, from the early concept gameplay, I think they did bring the Avengers about the God of War guy. But apparently they took some inspiration of God of War, and the last was with that damn cat. Like, what's up with this? Why is it when one game does something, every other fucking game gotta do it? Why? Please tell me why. One game have a camera angle, everybody gotta do it. God of War is successful, not everybody want to be God of War. At least Dead Space didn't try to be Resident Evil 4. It just tried to be his own thing. Same thing with the Evil Within. It didn't try to be something that's not, even though it took inspiration from it. Dead Space played nothing like Resident Evil 4. I haven't got a chance to play the Evil Within, but when I look at the Evil Within, the first thing I think of is not Resident Evil 4. So why is it with everything with God of War 2018, everybody want to be God of War? Make a comic system designed around Wolverine, not just, well, you know, we got influence from here and there and so on and so on. But what about Batman? I thought the Batman took inspirations from the Spider-Man 2002 game. No, 2004 game. Spider-Man 2. Yeah, shut that up. Shut that right on up. Shut that right on up. The counter system, that's one of the earliest time I've seen it in that game. So I'm not trying to hear it. With the Arkham system. I'm not trying to hear it. So I do like the aspect that they are intermixing some of the Wolverine's martial arts. Well, not martial, I guess you could say close quarters. You can call it whatever you want. Get to see some of Wolverine more close quarters combat. Because remember, he fought through World War II, World War I, Vietnam. He has been in most significant wars throughout the world, and he's also been in Task Force X. So that's that Task Force X. There's some X Task Force he was in with Deadpool, doing Black Ops and Spec Ops missions. So he's used to this. So what to do? Seem like they're going to apply some stealth elements. Hopefully, we get some real Rambo type stealth elements. Maybe potentially set up traps, or be able to pounce halfway across, or maybe boost up a terror. Maybe they just going ballistic. It's really shooting stuff up, just going to the animal. But from what I've seen for the regen system and so on, things don't look too bad. I thought they're going to have Wolverine intestines hanging out from his body. Why not? It's not made for your little Jimmy. You can easily put in, well, I got kid version of so and so. I wait for little Jimmy to grow up. Well, make it too bad there's no more portable games. Damn. You could easily have a portable game with Wolverine. This is a tie-in that could be more kid-friendly. Why do that? Because all portable games are dead, and Switch is not a damn portable. So there's no more 3DS, 2DS, DS, PSP. PSP goes, no more Vitas, all this done. Dead. Gosh, still on shame. Now we gotta compete with the fucking Steam Deck. That's it. Is what it is. But yeah, I want the gruesome. I want the ruthlessness. I want to see broken bones coming out of people's legs, and they trying to crawl away and shoot at you like it's Ninja Gaiden. But I don't think it needs to be fast Ninja Gaiden. We need to go with that more slower, Saki combat, which just like it's ruthless, it's brutal, it's vicious, blood and limbs flying all over the place, showing why Wolverine, when he says, I'm the best at what I do, and what I do is not very nice. Ruthless. Decapitations. stabbing into people's chests and slamming into other people. But from the camera angle I look at it, it just looks like God of War. I don't want to play God of War Wolverine. I don't want it. I want a Wolverine game. Now somebody said, well, isn't it the first time this action? Everything wouldn't be God of War / DMC. Yes, but Ghost Rider don't feel like Devil May Cry. X-Men Origins Wolverine don't feel like Devil May Cry. Or God of War for that matter. So don't make these broad comments so you don't even know what you're talking about. Just because it sounds good and you believe it supposedly helps your argument. But I don't know. I want to see Omega Red done writing a video game. I want to see, if you can have the Deadpool cameo, why not? I want to see Sabretooth, even a Sabretooth origin story. And I want to see Wolverine go against a comic book accurate Reapers, Lady Deathstrike. Come on, let's do it. We don't have to go through the entire Wolverine villain gauntlet, but put in a nice, excellent package of a story, amazing cutscenes, story significance. Let's do it. Whether it's him versus a Silver Samurai in Japan, and we get to use the Miramatsu blade, and maybe some of the ninjas have the Miramatsu blade, so you have to play more carefully, play more defense, use more hand-to-hand combat. You can't go as berserk, but as soon as you destroy those Miramatsu blade fragments, you go ballistic, stabbing, slashing, gashing, stabbing in the chest, pulling the Wolverine claws straight up the chin into the brain, scrambling their egg noggin, cracking open their egg hatch, throwing people across the room, just blam, stabbing to the tree. It's could be amazing, could be. But so far, I see an alright decent game that's going to satisfy a few people. But if I was to play it, I'd be left disappointed. So far. We haven't seen what it looks like with full graphics. Hopefully at E3 this year or next year, they can show off what the game truly looks like. And so on and so on. Besides from that, we just got Wolverine inside Canada in that initial cutscene. There's nothing wrong there, nothing wrong. But hopefully it's like an open world hub world so we get a more dense place, but without the cost of an open world. Density is the key. When you can make a small place seem a lot bigger, that sticks around more than just an open world where it's just a whole bunch of nothing on top of nothing. Because of Spider-Man with New York, Spider-Man needs New York. Because that's his whole territory. But the fact that in this game, right now, we don't see Thor or the Hulk or anybody hopping towards the Avengers Tower just as a cameo Easter egg. Or you could see them in the distance going somewhere. They got doing their own thing, right? The fact that we don't have that in the game, it's just, I don't know. Things could be better, right? Things could always be. I can't think of say things could be better. Because there's certain games where I'm satisfied with. I can play Hulk Ultimate Destruction and say, you know what, I'm good. I want a sequel. I want to see what else you can do with it. But I can't. It's not a game where I play where it's just like, well, I wish they could have done all of this differently and this could have been done better. It's a straightforward game that I enjoy. It's just no fluff, no filler. Just I enjoy it through and through. With the Ghost Rider game, well, I know a temp of the Ghost Rider game. Because the Nicolas Cage movies were successful to a certain degree, so. It's a character that people care about. People want to see casted, but what's the point of casting Ghost Rider if you can't even get the supernatural element to answer you correct? Yeah. Maybe we can get a flashback to Charles Xavier. Well, Wolverine, why did you leave? I just want to be alone by myself for a while. Don't want to be caught up with the X-Men shenanigans. Not after that recent thing that happened. Whether it's no more mutants, whether it's something that went down with the Sentinels, whether it's something happened with a X-Men person, it caused Wolverine just to walk away for a while. To go back to the Canadian wilderness. Sadly, when you know where the Wolverine lays his head, well, don't take you too long to find him. And bring him back up to the... Wait. We don't gotta fight. They're making these Hulk-type abominations. Wait, what? They're getting introduced the whole Weapon H type thing. The Hulk rings, and it could be excellent, right? Sometimes you don't need to be the greatest. You just gotta be good. And just being good isn't bad. It isn't a waste either. So, but so far, we got God of Wolverine. We got Mystique and a whole bunch of characters that is... I don't want to see the damn hand. You just got done doing the demons in Spider-Man. It's just... Can we get the Reapers chasing down Wolverine or something? It's just Sabretooth tie in there, Late Death Strike, so on and so on. Going flashback to some Wolverine olden days. Like the man's like going on 200 years old. So it's just, he had a lot of experiences over the years. Tied in with one nice bow, Spilly Blade. Everybody's happy. Everybody get a fun Wolverine game for the current day. And I hope they don't try to pull it back on the blood. I want blood. It's like having a Blade game with no blood. It's just like we're gonna have a bunch of vampires. People need to be getting eaten alive. Just the way it is. So if we're gonna have Wolverine, we're gonna have to have the blood and limbs flying everywhere. It's gonna have to be bug. Well, at least for me. You know, I know how most people are. You know, they're lucky they have anything on their plate. You know, they can't starve for a few hours. You know, they can't do that. Well, you can eat the slop now, or you could wait. Yeah, I eat it now. You eat it now. Okay, buddy. Go ahead and suck up that slop. Well, overall, those are my thoughts and opinions about it. It's too early to say that whether it be good or bad. But there's nothing in this game that interests me. Nothing. There's nothing I'm excited for. There's nothing I really want. Like well, why buy this game and not just get, you know, X-Men Wolverine or X-Men Origins, you know? I'm not gonna act like there's many good Wolverine games, but you got to push people to that can just emulate the PS3 now. Xbox, you have to push them to, you know, actually buy the game this time around, not just, you know, just, well, it's on the new console, and since you sold your old one, you gotta buy this one. So, it is what it is. I'll see how it turns out, but it's too early to tell gameplay-wise or how the finished look or the finished graphics. That's why I haven't talked about how good the graphics look, because the game is obviously unfinished. The texture lines have not been finished, or the animations haven't been finished either. So that's why I didn't talk about those things. I've seen the pounce, but it's just Wolverine don't got interesting movement. It's like, well, like a Captain American game. Well, I can't wait to have that open world. Why? We're gonna run around on a bike and a few vehicles? It's... As much as I'd like to recreate the whole X-Men Origins helicopter fight, it's not really necessary. So, I mean, I hope we get some more Wolverine type stuff. You know, maybe deal with AIM or somebody else, make it some type of contraption. You know, it doesn't have to be connected with everything else, and just make a good game. That's all that matters. You don't need to connect to everything else. You could maybe have a hint towards it. Maybe like a Wolverine looks like an old photo, and just like, hey, this is like when we met Peter Parker for the first time, and that would have been it. And that's it. So it's interconnected, but it's a Wolverine story first. So that's what matters to me. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and what are your thoughts on the leaked footage and the leaked story we've seen so far? Because so far, I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested at all. But it was UK, and peace.
Aber hat niemals aufgegeben. Doch jetzt steht vor der größten Herausforderung seines Lebens. Und es gibt keine Regeln mehr. Er besitzt nur eine Waffe. Sich